y'all had any response from Danny Garcia? Any response?
There's never been any.
No?
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Twitter maybe?
He on Instagram he did reply. He said, I'm laughing at you, not with you. Send the contract. And I mean, I think we all know out there know that that's just the company line for make me do it.
So,
You know what I mean?
So you think you got to push him in the corner similar you did, your camp did Andre Berto, and that actually worked, you know? It came a little bit later.
I could have my lawyer draw up a contract and we can have it certified mail sent to Danny's house. They won't sign for it. They're not going to sign for it.
Sign for the contract.
They won't sign for the contract. They won't even sign to look at it. Because
we the Lopez family. You can see us on the block.
because, you know, it's just like, you know, that guys gotta want to take the fight. If they don't want to take the fight, there won't be anything anyone can do to make them take that fight. I mean, the fans know who will fight. And, you know, a guy has a reputation of picking the guys he fights for a reason, and that's just perpetuate itself even more if you're in that situation and you don't accept it. You know. So we're very accepting. We're happy that, you know, they want to make that fight happen. And obviously, with us having a family situation right now, it's best for us not to fight. And if that's what we'll be dealing with sooner than later, then I'm looking forward to that.
I want to get your take on. You said looking forward to that. Just as you were talking about it. Just clicked in my head the Angel Garcia factor in that fight. Yeah, right. Like I think we're all kind of thinking like, is that something? Yeah, is that something like you're looking forward to? Like, I mean, do you look forward to something like that? Is it like, or what do you think about it? Like, I want to know what you think about it too. But
I don't really. I have respect for Angel. See, I've known Angel since Shawn and Danny were teenagers. So I've had nothing but respect. I've never had a bad situation, a bad moment with Angel, you know, ever. So I got nothing but respect for him. If he's going to come out and say things that are going to sell tickets, I got no problem with that. Right. If he's going to come out and make, you know, bring buzz to the fight and make people want to ask more questions and spur thought and interest in the fight, no problem whatsoever. Everything has to be done in respectful, you know, kept on a respectful level. But nah, Angel and I, I don't foresee anything like that at all. As a matter of fact, I look forward to see what will happen. You know, as you said, I look forward to that. But I don't think anything will get out of the way. And I've received, I guess, a couple of phone calls about the same thing. Oh, you and Angel, you and Angel, you and Angel. Well, it's Shawn and Danny. But if it's me and Angel as well, then and that adds on to it, that's great.
Right,
yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, Shawn?
Yeah, I don't see anything happening. Like my dad said, we've never had any kind of situations or anything like that. I will say that Angel was a lot quieter in the amateur when we were coming up in the amateurs. You know, I think we kind of all make it to a certain point, and we figure out who we want to be, and as of late, the last few years plus, Angel's become more of a more outspoken and loud and somewhat disrespectful coach slash marketer slash promoter slash everything, so and I watch Danny too. Danny just kind of looks up at him and allows him to do his thing. So in that regard, Danny's a lot like me. I let my dad do his thing, but my dad does his thing with class, and he does it really, really calculated, So I don't foresee anything happening. Maybe after we fight, we'll get into some coach against coach fights and stuff like that. I can tell you right now, my dad stays in shape. Everybody knows that. I don't think there's
on the bike when we got here.
I don't think it's on the bike when you got here. I don't think there's a coach out there legitimately. I don't think there's a coach out there that could beat my dad. But
Floyd Senior might have something to say about that, Shawn.
Floyd doesn't have nothing to tell. You're a big guy.
The funny part about that is, and I've said it more than once, I'm knocking out all trainers, especially ones named Mayweather. Wait a minute, and I've said that more than once, but the funny part about that is if I walk in the room and he's there, he gets quiet. He got nothing to say. And the reality of the situation is, I respect that as well, because I know if a guy ain't saying nothing, he's ready to do something. He's ready to do something, right?
Right. So moving forward, so the roadmap is Danny Garcia to Keith Thurman. And you would like to get these two fights at next 365?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to. It does. Yeah, 360. Yeah.
I had to do the math.
One year. I was just gonna skip Danny. I was gonna skip Danny and go straight to Keith. And then I said, nah. Let's not skip Danny. Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen, Danny.
Okay. Now,
Angel. Let's make that happen.
Angel.
now moving forward, what's the timeline for a guy like Earl Spence? He's the IBF guy. You have the guy with the WBO. What's his name?
Jeff Horn.
Yeah, Jeff Horn. So.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
No, he's new. He's 17 and 0. You know, he hasn't came to America
I thought
yet.
you was about to say he's 17 years old. He's 17 years old.
He's easy to forget right now. You know,
he won. Yeah, he won.
He won. So, assuming you get Keith Thurman's 2 belts next June, next July, people are going to clamor for you guys to unify. Do you think that? Would you do? What's the guy's name?
Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn. I know. That's the first thing you heard in journalism. Always remember the interviewee's name.
Hawthorne? Oh, yours name just as simple as his.
You're right.
Jeff
You're
Horn.
right.
That's like
You're right.
Hey, he's got multiple syllables.
I know. How hard would that be? Because you guys supported Earl Spence, and I know it's business. You guys went to Europe, the UK, to support Earl Spence. How hard would it be to like jump into a fight with him?
That's not. I mean, obviously, we're dealing with something right now going on that we have to deal with, family. So that is not something that we've even considered. But the Danny Garcia fight is definitely open for consideration because the WBC president wasn't just Saturday night. Yeah. Saturday night he was talking to Shawn when Shawn got Fighter of the Year in the
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You should have took them letters home with you.
He was talking to Shawn Saturday night and saying, hey, I'm looking forward to putting this fight together with you and Danny Garcia. But you know, we can't look past that situation. That's the situation that we have to deal with, and you know, Lord willing, we come out as winner and victorious in that. Then you got Keith Thurman.
That's a big one.
Right. You got Keith Thurman. So, I mean, we're really talking much further down the line for anything else. But my preference at that point will be to beat Danny and beat Keith. And my preference at that point is to break the tiebreaker. I want to break the tiebreaker.
Keith.
You know, we got it. We got
both of them. No tiebreaker with Danny.
No tiebreaker.
Yeah. But you may get a rematch out of it.
Yeah. But we have to take care of business, and we can't underestimate anything that we're dealing with here. So, but that would be what I would be like.
Sure.
You know, so that's my business acumen going to work there, and I'm thinking you're in agreement with you want to fight Keith. That's your ultimate goal. You want to beat Keith. That's your ultimate goal. And at that point, you guys are tied. You know, so we can't assume anything. We have to speak it into existence, and we have to go out there and make it happen.
What's the mind frame knowing that you lost that fight by one punch, one round? Is there anything that you guys do different, or is it just we do the same thing we do and trying to eliminate the hiccups prior? I don't know.
No,
I think.
but I mean, like for me to watch the video and see where I was pressing, and I got hit, where I wasn't responsible on defense, so I dropped my hands, things like that. There are with that fight, there are little subtle things that can be adjusted, can be fixed, can be improved on. You improve on those things, you win a fight. You know what I mean? Against a guy who is undefeated, arguably one of probably the #1 guy in my weight class. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking forward to it. I know that I can do some things against Danny that not even Keith can do against Danny, and make that a great, exciting fight. Win that fight, and then go after Keith with everything I got. Yeah, simple as that.
You guys were talking about how you should send their contract to Danny's house. You know, they're not even going to sign for it and stuff like that. So it doesn't seem like you think that fight's realistically going to be next. So obviously you were scheduled to fight at DULORME.
No, we believe that fight's going to be
Oh, you
next.
do? Okay.
What
I mean, I know you want it to
Yeah.
be. Yeah, no, I know you want it to be.
What I
Maybe missed
meant by that, the way boxing, the protocols of boxing, no one could send us a contract and we would sign it. It doesn't work that way. It would have to be done with networks in mind, with venues in mind, promoter in mind. All of these people have to be on board before a contract ever can get put together. So obviously the boxer would say, what is this? You know, you can't send this to me. Nothing's in place. A la Andre Berto, who was saying nothing in place, but he was saying nothing in place, but he knew everything was in place.
Right.
It was just unfortunate for him.
I'm living a highlight right now.
And I saw his video the other day where he's on there talking about, man, I got concussions from headbutts. If you go back and you look at the actual footage of the fight, Shawn's cut on his eye. Who uses their eye to headbutt? Berto has his crown of his head down in Shawn's eye. So in actuality, it's Berto's head, the crown of his head into Shawn's eye. I can show you a shot of it if you like to see it.
No, all right.
But
Go ahead.
Well, like, so my thing was that you were scheduled to fight at DULORME in a week. Is that the kind of, if you don't get Danny Garcia, ideally next, is it kind of a DULORME, or are you looking at like I mean, I know the politics maybe are difficult, but like a Jeff Horn, or maybe like guys, maybe a Brandon Rio, Victor Ortiz, they both had like victories recently.
Well, everybody knows what I want. I want a big fight. If you don't have a belt, not really concerned. If you want someone who can command that kind of promotion, things of that nature, I'm not really concerned with you. And even the thing with Thomas DULORME, the way it came up was the opportunity. You know, it wasn't necessarily about us fighting Thomas DULORME. It was about us fighting on the undercard of Mayweather, and making it a big show and all that kind of stuff. Not to say that Thomas DULORME isn't a good fighter or wasn't gonna be competitive and anything like that. It just everything that came along with fighting Thomas DULORME, it made sense. I don't think a fight with Thomas DULORME makes sense, like just on another card or another day.
On your own card or something, yeah.
So Danny Garcia is the next thing that makes sense.
Ultimately, finally, what do you guys have to say to the fans and just what to look out for in the future?
I'm gonna keep working. This is what we do. We are taking some time to love on everyone we need to love on and do the things we need to do on a personal level, but we are still training, and we will probably start looking at possibly getting back in the ring. He'll let you know. I don't know. I'll be ready.
Ken, ultimately?
It's sooner than later. For us, obviously, we've been pushing really hard for this fight, and because that was the mentality and the direction that we were going, we're going to continue to do that until at least up until the weigh-ins. And then Shawn, he's going to take about a week to deal with the things he's got to deal with. And then take about a week to just choose to be to itself.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you choose to do there, and then we'll go back to work. So I'm gonna say November looks good for us. Looks very good. We can be ready at that point with no problem. We're ready at this point, and I'm very happy with what he did yesterday. I'm very happy with what he did today as far as training, and yeah, we can be ready definitely by fall.
I'd like to thank you for your time. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for letting us know what happened and just allowing the fans to know what happened as well. Shawn, Ken, Frederick Hawthorne, Barbershop Conversation, KO Artist Sports, Steven Cureño, Fernando Pimentel.
That's they gotta pay for tickets now. Pay for tickets now. I ain't gonna pay for a ticket.
I'll say we'll see you guys at the fights. Tune into the next episode of the Fight Guys coming up soon. Thank you guys.
I almost bust you out, man.